Welcome back to the Boondoggle Tapes, a collection of recorded phone calls, emails, and journal entries of Sarah Boone, convicted of murdering her fiancé by zipping him up in a suitcase and leaving him to die. The journal excerpts presented in this video are the personal writings and statements of Sarah Boone. The information contained in these entries has not been independently verified, corroborated, or admitted as evidence in court. Viewers are advised to interpret this content with caution and an understanding that it reflects one party's unproven narrative. The Boondoggle Tapes are meant to spark real conversations about justice, incarceration, and mental health. Today's episode was created for a mature audience and viewer discretion is advised.
We were on the porch drinking, talking. He was still upset over being hung up on by his ex-wife and not letting him talk to his daughter, and again giving him a hard time about not caring for his children, paying for their insurance, his daughter's braces, never sending money, birthday gifts, etc. I suggested he call Anna to see if she could help as well as talk to her while on the phone. However it worked out, I remember coming out and he was on FaceTime with his daughter. I said hi with George and made big over her braces, then let them have their time. I knew it was important to him. I went in, did the dishes, laundry, got on the computer for a bit, sitting on the couch, seeing George on the phone still. Then I noticed he was crying. His ex-wife was in the background belittling him again in front of his daughter, where she took the phone from her and hung up. All they did was yell at each other. I saw George throw my phone over the wall. I came out saying, WTF, go get my phone. Why would you do that? He was totally pissed at his ex-wife. I started to get the ladder out of the storage, telling him to move so I could open the door. He pushed the chair onto the AC and breaking the head off of my guardian angel. He grabbed the ladder from me and went over the wall for my phone. He found it and we sat back on the couch, where I told him if he didn't chill out, I was going inside. It will be okay. Just tell me what's going on. He made more drinks, and I got him to play darts while talking to distract him from the ex-wife's bullshit. I said he needed to slow down on the drinking. It was making him lose the game. He was still thinking about everything, which I knew was making him drink more and faster. He started to get upset, again asking why I was with him. Why are his kids not smart like my son? Why did God give him this life? His kids are losers just like their dad. He's a piece of shit. He's disgusting to look at. I desperately tried consoling him, but he just pushed me away. Then in mid-sentence, he passed out sitting up again. I decided to go in and get the art supplies out and ready for us, so when he woke up, we could be inside in AC, hopefully making him feel better. After I went upstairs and went to sleep, I woke when it was dark to him yelling my name, slamming the glass door. I came downstairs startled, letting him know I was there. I saw he had the baseball bat and apparently had been awake, drinking while I was asleep. He said to come outside so he can keep an eye on me and know where I was. I did apprehensively, asking why he had the bat again after sitting down. His reply was he liked how it felt in his hands. I tried talking, but mainly listening to his rants, trying to make things better. Tried okay, safe. George got up at one point and went inside, pointing the bat at me, saying, don't go anywhere, where he stood in front of the pantry and urinated all over the dog food, vacuum, my son's school snacks, all over, laughing. I ran in yelling, WTF, George, are you serious? I couldn't believe it. He told me to go fuck my ex-husband, fuck my dogs, fuck his life, the usual, then pulled up his pants, grabbed the bat, and hit a hole in the bathroom door, urine everywhere. I kept thinking what a major undertaking it was going to be to clean. I asked him if we could work on painting, doing some art as we were already inside. He took the bat and smashed the supplies, taking a chunk of cracked glass from the table when he hit it. I got sick of the destruction with the bat, trying to take it from him where we wrestled in the living room, and he pushed me on the floor, telling me he was going to make me unrecognizable if I wasn't careful. I would look like him. My son would not know who I was. I broke. I got up shaking to sit on the couch with my head in my hands and started sobbing, saying, I can't take this anymore. All he did was nudge me in the shoulder with the bat, calling me a pussy and mocking me. It will be okay. I swatted the bat away, going upstairs where he grabbed me by the arm, asking where I was going. I screamed, just leave me alone, and pushed him where he fell from being so drunk. I ran upstairs knowing all the locks were broken on the doors. There was nowhere to go. I remembered the nook on the roof, thinking it would be a good place to hide when we played hide and seek, so I went to my son's room, opened the window, and went out on the roof, closing the window behind me, hoping he wouldn't notice the screen out. I crept over to the nook between apartments and just lay quietly waiting. I heard him calling my name. I just waited. He didn't know where I was. Eventually he came outside on the porch again to smoke. Still ranting, pushing chairs, mad he couldn't find me. I would hear the occasional fuck and just stayed where I was, knowing he'd pass out, hopefully soon. After a while, when it was quiet for however long, I was tired and cold and decided to try and go in. I quietly opened the window, came in and sat on bed listening, closed the window, going to see where he was, passed out on the couch with the bat and bottle of vodka. See picture. I got my phone off the couch and took his picture to show him the next day or whenever he was awake and sober. I took the bat and the bottle, then went upstairs and barricaded myself and the dogs with the 6-drawer dresser pushed against the back of the door. I remember crying, petting my dogs, thinking how much more I could take/survive. I figured I would talk with him again and we could look into counseling, find a church, anything, something. I refuse to give up on him. He is a good person, just has too many demons he's always dealing with. I love him, and we'll get through this like all the other times. I knew I could help him. I always have. I was afraid of him, but always when he needed me. It was going to get better, I told him too, not to touch the bat again.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of the Boondoggle Tapes. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. We are grateful for your support and wish everyone a beautiful holiday. Thank you from the Third Rail.